Is now over, Blair. I'm happy to announce that we're ready to get underway and the action's going to kick off super quick on long side. They had good spawns for it and they explode out with some frags. Headshots have been distributed both sides of the coin. kNgV now taps himself in for 3 brisk USB headshots, and just like that, 2v4, and it's looking great for PLANO, but Taco's just thrown a wrench in the works. He's taken down Henny and latto comes out with one of his own. All down to Taco, but he gets nullified.
You know, TRK is trying his best to try and play distraction, but Henny needs to find one, and indeed he will. Now TRK is going to stick around. No, he's not. Immediately fades back. This is going to be hard. kNgV has a lot of shots to hit here.
Oh yeah, target-rich environment as they look to push out. Taco with the first. Need to steer this ship back on course for GODSENT. 30 seconds in which to navigate their way through bullets, through molly smokes. And so far, so good. Taco looking for more. Gone are the days of the scout. Now the AK rips through TRK and the round.
PLANO, meaning a retake could be problematic. And forget a retake, even keeping the T's at bay is not going to be that easy. But Henny, he's going to
may start to come to the forefront though, because you've only got an incendiary and a smoke to go. But VSM, big headshot onto Bartin, will keep them away. Even if a post plant comes into position here, then PLANO have weakened and thinned this out enough to feasibly take it down. latto tries to turn this back around on its head though, but time is running scarce. It's running thin. TRK hiding in the smoke. Actually can't deny the bomb plant, but is up close and will be certainly a cat amongst the pigeons. Spray is good, gets shut down from latto from the backside, and now it's suddenly gone in favor of GODSENT. This round is spiraled out of control. kNgV needs the kill, needs it quickly, and he gets it done. And there should be enough time for the defuse even without the kit. Manages to stick it, and PLANO will take a 4-1 lead.
unnecessarily expensive round there for PLANO. Like, what was that, a 5v2? And it just spiraled out of control, and I'm not sure.
Replenish the smoke over on cross and throw a secondary one in there. They don't actually check kNgV's position, and he could be in the thick of it. One kill goes his way, but Henny's also bodyguarded into a 2-4 trade. And now GODSENT try and spill onto the site. They still need to push onto the site itself. Henny's missed his shot, but lands on the second time of asking, and that's the bomb that goes with him. He's done so much work here, and in doing so, it's divided the attention of GODSENT away from the site, and that allows Leo.
Back later on, you can always get, go back to a 5-man roster like Vitality did. kNgV, a sliver of vision. That's all he needs at the edge of the smoke, and it's gonna pluck away felps. As GODSENT, they continue to creep on ahead towards short. There's no one holding towards the A bomb side. They have instead opted to go for a very heavy stack towards long. I'm not making contact with his AWP.
It's fire, it's flames, and it's flashbangs that make contact with him though. And in amongst early pressure to get in for that plant, incendiaries now clearing out. 2 of the 3 remaining players have kits and have some utility that are now tossing towards the side. They're trying to catch them in transition, and so far it's worked out a charm. 2 kills go the way of PLANO, but now they're being cartwheeled out of the round over. Even if he can deal with Taco, he has nowhere near enough time, and he will die to the bomb if he sticks around. So that's why he goes in for the peak. But GODSENT.
From GODSENT, pressurizing. And yeah, that's
to try and retake a site in a 2v4 deficit, so it can be a very lonely and painful experience, as is for Leo, who's going to be sidelined by latto's AWP. They actually traded that one. They're pushing now, but they're running into a barrage of scout bullets. All 3 players have been winged, limping their way towards the site. Taco, latto, and dumau, and 1 bullet from either the AK of TRK or the deagle will finish them, and the SM's got 2. There must have been a slight gap in that smoke, because he perfectly pierces and perforates the 2 of them. And now latto, with 13 seconds, has to go in for the peak, and PLANO with deagles. And
with the bomb down, if the bomb gets planted, which it should. Now it's a 5v5. Utility still there for the CT's weaponry advantage, but it's a B bomb side and does 2 of it.
Yes, this is an absolute nightmare for the most part. Now, sure, they do have the superior firepower, but it's about getting into these angles first. You know you're going to hemorrhage a lot of damage, potentially casualties as well. Withstanding that from TRK is really important. because it now affords them more luxury to push through tunnels. But look how much of this fuse has already ticked away, has evaporated. Only a third of it remains, and now they're having to push in and not checking all their angles, not doing their due diligence. felps is doing so much work with the Glock. felps holds it with a MAC-10 and a Glock, and just...
kNgV, he does have backup. He does have TRK right behind him. It's all about timing the bot, and the timing doesn't really matter. He's just going to crouch peek around the corner. felps catches VSM, hugging the door.
Yeah, this is where that lack of firepower is really a bit of an issue, and why I thought they may very well dip out for another half buy. I know it's a bit of pill to swallow, but this is the reaction. You didn't have the antidote for this venom that is now coursing through your veins, and it's GODSENT. And Leo does get the drop onto multiple players. Is it possible? Is it feasible? No. latto will put in the success on the T side of things, but I'm just not sure how their composition of weaponry will work, especially if they want to go top heavy with 2 AWP.
We all know how fast Henny can be with the AWP, but felps just doesn't give a damn. Just a wide swing out. Leo, what are you doing alone there? He gets caught out, but this is great. VSM helping his teammate out, ensuring the trade doesn't take place as kNgV finds Taco on the cross towards Khan. Now he's got to retrieve the bomb. Now dumau, at least kNgV, he's feeling hungry. He wants to shut this one down. He's peeking in, finds latto, and he knows where dumau is coming in from.
No, dumau though could still put this to bed. First frag, but there is TRK. Players have kind of been in teams together and played against each other and had fierce rivalries. It's cool to see.
Oh. It was that aggression towards mid and short which worked out in favor of PLANO, but Taco with a nice little flick finding kNgV, and they're plucking away his players one by one, and Taco is being quite nifty with the AWP as well, and especially against the likes of kNgV and Henny. That's not bad at all. Oh.
Get aggressive. No reason to save, of course, but I don't think TRK has many opportunities here. If he looks towards Catwalk, he can easily get picked off from behind. That flick to felps' forehead, though, is beautiful, but latto will make sure that there will be no repeat. And with Leo taking that speculative shot, he's given his spot away. And he will be shut down from the back. So the first half
down. If PLANO want to take the series based on a second and third map, they need this dust tool, right? And it is not going off to a good start here. felps, he continues his reign of terror. Vince is gonna find 2, helped out by Taco, and Taco with a double of his own. And this mid hit has got completely crushed there. Fantastic trades coming out from GODSENT towards the A bomb set, and dumau, he gets a tag. He's not going to go for the repeat. Flashbang for Taco to Pure around the corner, but TRK with 1-2 deagle headshots, and suddenly the round is turned on its head.
Well, we said it was the deadly duo of deagles on Dust 2, and so far it's delivering. kNgV should have a gimme. Although HE is connected from downtown, now felps is putting some bullets behind it. He's been in such good form, you have to tread so carefully around him. He will bite you, but he's only got 3 HP. 1 for each adversary, and he will stumble, and because Henny has no idea what's coming up behind him. Could cut down to timing here, and Henny's missed his shot, and he gets punished. Meanwhile, felps over on the B side alongside Barton's going to try and lay down the law, lay down the hammer. Barton's already weakened up a couple players. They run into his crosshair. There's a team kill as TRK shoots Leo in the back. He does at least take Barton out, but now Taco through the smoke. No, you have to start taking control of the situation. 15 seconds now coming up on the clock. dumau just has to hold the position. Meanwhile, flashbang is good. The bomb gets spilled down, and it's carnage, it's mayhem, and chaos. And GODSENT getting that middle control. If you connect middle, you kind of control the entire map. There's going to be aggression. Love this. PLANO mixing up the pace. It's not worked out very well for them, though. A bit disjointed on the attack, and plus they ran into an informed felps who was having no mercy for his enemies. 28 kills, pushes the smoke, pushes the bullet in the head of TRK. Henny and Leo at least though hold.
dumau taking a lot of damage here, as you pointed out, Vince. latto, the timing, it could be everything, and that smoke from his teammate, that's going to help him out perfectly. Clearing out the close angles. Is he going to get on top of the box? Yes, he is. He doesn't spot anyone else. He knows there has to be one player near the bomb site, but the timing, it could be everything. He's going to find Leo, and now Henny has given away his position, and dumau uses that opportune moment to peek in and get the kill. A combined HP of 34 is what was remaining on GODSENT, Vince, but they still come out on top. A very, very important round to win.
Allow that rotation to come in from latto. Meanwhile, though, PLANO not too put off by that lack of success in the previous round, get aggressive again. But they run into Bartin this time, and his A1S is singing with frags. 2v2 again post-plant, almost identical situation to the last round. This time, though, the post-plant comes in quickly enough that they don't have to worry about that flank in from tunnels just yet.
Although, speaking of the flank, Vince, it is still going to take place. They have a lot of utility to use. VSM looks away from the flash, but he spins back right in the nick of time to pluck Taco's head off his shoulders. Henny. latto seems to be aware of his position, but Henny's not showing anything. He's being very, very patient. latto sneaking in, looking to find the second player. He knows exactly where Henny is. He's waiting for him to peek. He peeks, but he doesn't quite find the kill.
Decided to be tunnels, but for me, this is where PLANO, you went in for that boot camp. This is where I want to see what you have up your sleeve. Like, where's your plan B? Where's your plan C? It's some more aggression up middle. Could end up being a wraparound B hit, but there's damage being inflicted. They're getting sprayed up through car, through the smoke. And I think that was Taco that was doing that. Indeed, it was with his M4. And then felps is locking it down. He's hit his 30 already. latto puts in one before he's neutralized, and with 30 seconds left and a very weakened Henny on 14 HP, they have to try and hit A site. Now this will be running into Taco's M4. This should be a gimme frag, but he actually gets killed by a Henny. One bullet anywhere on Henny and he was gone. 14 HP, but he just removes the head. And now PLANO could feasibly win this round out. This is where the lack of grenades, the lack of Kevlar for Bartin could come nuts position here, because the two of them are looking towards Goose. They'll be thinking about long as well as a possibility, and to make matters worse, they've lost felps. They've lost the linchpin. The kNgV himself is down, but the USP is good. Is there enough time though? Yes, he picks up a kit. Bartin's USP will clutch out.
Oh, I can't believe that happened. Look at latto, Vince. Once again, this mid-aggression. It's worked out for them a couple of rounds in a row. Can it work out again? Well, Taco gets spotted out, but he's still going to win the duel. kNgV now waiting for a flashbang, and a flash is perfection, and he will at least trade.
Stack up a couple of kills. He's playing in the alcove. This is the kind of position that may go unchecked, and this is because of the lack of utility, and he gets all three. That's the bomb down as well.
M4A1 as well. A full magazine of M4A1, and he gets 3 kills against 3 AK-47. That is ridiculous from Bartin. And I'm in a CD side, and I gotta say, I really hope Maui and Davey talk about this mid-aggression from them, right? Getting all that information and how wonderfully it's worked out for them. Of course, the individual skills as well coming out in the form of felps. As I say that, though, Taco is being challenged. He's all alone. He needs backup real quickly. Flashbang up top, not able to find anyone. He at least prevents the bomb from getting planted for a while. The flames
is able to deal with this threat, and every second that he is here poses an issue, poses a threat. They line up, and latto sprays them down alongside felps and Bartin.
Is great, but playing officials is a whole different ballgame altogether. kNgV is being hyper aggressive, and he will be punished for that. A quick trade coming in from Lucas, who has now joined the server in lieu of Leo Drunky, if I'm not mistaken here. So favorable trades for both sides. Bartin very unlucky not to get that kill onto a player just hopping away. I do believe that was Lucas, but everyone's gathered up together here to smoke. The timing could not have been worse for Bartin. And now, a 2v3.
Taco and latto try to bring it together. The Julies, though, rip through Taco, leaving it on latto passage, but he has at least bypassed the initial confrontation. Does take damage, but still alive to tell the tale. Finishes off VSM. No idea as to where the last player is. To him, played this kind of perfectly, but now latto will get the free plant down. And this is where the issue starts to accrue for the CTs. Now, latto, the timing could work against him. May still be worried about the possibility that Lucas is coming round from the backside of the T-spawn, but now he spots Lucas, knows exactly where he is. The HP advantage actually falls in the way of GODSENT, and latto picks off the 1v2.
What's taking place is this gotten aggression towards B early on, which is something they've been going for time and time again. The flashbang was good to blind a couple of players, but Body is just forcing him back. And kNgV also has to be paranoid about a potential player sneaking in from mid. Taco, it just jumps above. The flashbang is brilliant but he won't be able to convert it into a kill, and kNgV still holding the line, but look at the utility just being tossed in this direction. There's nothing he can do, Vince, and he's even gonna get hunted down by felps. Unstoppable from GODSENT, that hit onto the B bomb site.
I just love that they're nailing utility, but they instantly push behind it as well. It's like they know the AWP is on generators, nade him, Molotov him, right? The AWP has to now transition away from there, rush him down, charge him, play. You want to play to your weapons capabilities at their watch. It was the same on Dust 2 as well. You know, Davey discussed this, that PLANO had a couple of ideas, but GODSENT have just been rock solid when it comes to dictating the pace of these rounds.
Control to force PLANO back into more passive positions, but Lucas on top where to make that 3 players line wait.
The grenades are on point again though. Flash, Molotov, making sure that B is as derelict as possible of players as they look to try and push in. This time they're pushing through Molotovs though, and it's the utility of PLANO that's working out to perfection. They have to run across the fire, the flames, and kNgV douses them down with his AUG. Spray is good into the head of Bartin, and now dumau has to try and clutch out with his AK. Minimal health becomes 0 health, and PLANO.
The pincer towards B. Instead, they opt to go just for a very... Well, oh, never mind. I'll get back to it later on. This has been a battle towards the B stairs again, Vince, but this time around, PLANO coming out on top. Time and time again, they've been taken down by GODSENT, but this time around, much more clinical.
They were certainly hoping that there would be more softened targets on their approach. Flash and Molly is spot on, though, and this trade is going to favor GODSENT. The MAC-10 rips through 3 players in the hands of Bartin. 3 headshots, money in the bank, and potentially a 5th round as a cherry on top. Henny and Lucas, they may even think about saving at this point. Their positions are very grim indeed. They were smoked off on the elevators, and felps goes in for the peak. His form...
Broken the money, and they could have potentially just, you know, tied things up. Started to go on a bit of a streak of their own as well, but what a fantastic...
Have completely left A alone. We saw on the pistol round they went A, maybe the second round they went A. Other than that, it's been B, and it's...
the feelings that make you strong. Can you see the path they're walking on?
Going to be taking the aggression. We've already seen the GODSENT who've hit B a lot. They're going to mix it up. I was saying before, the maybe positioning and trying to pivot PLANO into this false sense of security, and now they've sprung the trap of A, running headfirst at their adversaries, and they are coming out ahead. Leaps and bounds. Post plant.
You know, and I miss fist bumps. It's lonely when you fist bump yourself. It's kind of sad as well. But yeah, just to talk about the round as well, I got
the upper hand. It's an obvious spot on the corner that Lucas was flirting with to try and peek in. They've gone for a boost of their own, moving all the way around the backside. These 2 players that are boosted up may not be long for this world. There goes one and a second, and the tower is toppled by felps.
Oh, that is just disastrous. And the flank from felps, Vince, it couldn't have been any better, and he's continuing to push ahead, and they are very well aware of this. Look at him charging it through the smoke like a lunatic, and he's gonna get all full. Only VSM remains, and felps, the man, he's a machine. He's a murder machine in VSM. He's gonna be sweating bullets right now, scared, terrified that felps is coming in from him, and felps still on the hunt. He's 12 HP, he doesn't care, he's got the read, and he's got a lot to kill, gets the ace, Vince. Felps is just...
Spirit and spine collectively of PLANO, that G's your teammates up. That really lights a fire, that motivates, that makes...
What do you want to see from Counter-Strike? You want to see some fun, crazy stuff, and he delivered.
Counter-terrorists win.
Yeah, and the other sort of...
And I feel like Kogu has to be given a lot of credit for making it happen.
Oh, absolutely. And you know, the
smoke will be deployed. Henny feeling very uncomfortable, and then comes into play. And look at the entry from Bartin. The flashbang is fantastic as well. VSM will fall. The B bomb site. Oh my lord, Vince. They had everyone, and it still didn't matter.
Yeah. I mean, it's like we've seen it before, right, Blair? Like, we kind of even called what was going to happen. That the utility would be on point. They'd be able to isolate, divide, and conquer the site. And because they gave up the stairs so early, it allows them to get the lineup. It allows them to...
Is he ahead of them? I'm confused. Yes, he is. He's going to find Lucas. The flashbang from his teammates there. Everyone's so blinded. This is a little ludicrous, but with the AK-47s, they should still be coming out on top. I say everything for PLANO here.
Narrowest of angles, just a slither, but dumau still puts the head and funnels it between the eyes of VSM. That'll open up some business, but kNgV, there's the deagle. This time they don't afford safe passage, they don't give up the stairway, and kNgV punishes them. There is a less...
Just a few seconds prior, a minute prior in the previous round. Now, with his weapon of choice, the flashbang, it's good. But latto, he needs to find one, he needs to find two at least. But no, he won't. Lucas with the double. He's still going to be hunted down by Taco. kNgV able to trade with a fantastic wall bang on the Taco. And now leaving dumau in a 1v3. Make that a 1v2. That a flank might be taking place.
Timing is of the essence right now. dumau damage to VSM. The problem there is he wanted to fail in the game.
Still in the game, but I kind of wish GODSENT went back to the B bomb side hit again. They've looked fantastic on it, and Lucas, though, he is looking suddenly much better. 2 quick kills, no trades. In fact, he doesn't take a sliver of damage. I say that, and he does take a little bit of nade damage, but he still gets another kill. Lucas is right now a turret, a sentry to the short area, and dumau trying to be sneaky, but TRK
tested the old faithful. I'm not sure. Could it depend off spawns, perhaps? So I guess we'll wait and find out. Barton will not save his AK. At least dies it. Maybe the idea is to try and draw some grenades out.
Why the hell not? Oh, that's a great flashbang from TRK. The timing could not have been better, and
cannon fodder, but maybe that's the idea. But he has the bomb. Tag down to 29, but still bridges the gap. That's 2 huge entries, though. Fakes the bomb, Molotov in. Will stop kNgV from pushing onto the site. This will yield a bomb plant, guaranteed. And now with the Molotov, they can start to dip back. There's 2 players coming around from the backside. dumau is a bit of a labored spray, but finally gets it done. There's felps as well. Point blank range takes off the head. The AWPer is gone. And now Henny, with only 8 ADR going into the last few moments of the round, is going to miss out. And GODSENT somehow...
due to a tactical flashbang from TRK on the B bomb side, but they still won the round. And as you said, this round's going to be instrumental, and oh, it's not looking good. felps and Barton, 2 quick kills, and latto, he's going to join the fray. And Lucas is left alone with a flank. He wants to land the shot, but Taco tapping away with it too. He's not quite able to find anything, and Lucas will come out on top.
No player on the planet would be favorite to win in this, not even the greats like Simple. And although he does get a beautiful headshot onto dumau,
there are a lot of artists in that genre who I do respect. Some old school guys, you know. We can get back to it later on, because right now, the CD side from GODSENT, it's still looking unassailable here for PLANO. They're getting picked apart. A little bit of a run by Taco finding VSM. 40 seconds, Molotov still keeping them at bay, and Taco with his forward position is going to find another one, Vince, as Lucas and Taco is not stopping. He's going to just take down everyone. So cat
again, and now he's going to be called upon to go ham. Grenades soften up multiple targets. felps actually does go down to the hands of VSM, so a decent start for PLANO, but it's not how you start, it's how you finish in these rounds. We've seen so many times they've got the advantage, and it goes nowhere fast. Lucas, though, through the on 54 kills collectively in this best of 3. latto is coming in with a flash alongside him. Big kill, 3-on-3.
Lovely re-aggression there. And again, just the difference I've noticed so far from GODSENT and PLANO have been GODSENT just when they go for these peaks, it's basic stuff, right? You know, flashing for your teammates and everything, but they seem to be so much more efficient at it. They rarely go for dry peaks unless their name is felps. And a passive hold from Taco here towards the sandbag is going to find kNgV, who was trying to be a bit of a sneak. And with him getting taken down, suddenly Henny making a lot of noise as well, picked off a Barton, a little bit of overkill with that headshot, leaving it all on the VSM. They had a great start to this round, but it looks like it's all going to fall apart. Barton
smooth sailing. And even then, the first half was 10-5, pardon me. It could have been so much worse. Taco, though, a player that often isn't at the top of the scoreboard, has 20 frags for himself. And he is continuing to just put down the pain and the suffering, and GODSENT take it 16-5.